construction. The destruction part has already been kind of demolished, and they're putting a new road bed in. So a lot of the devastation you would have seen if you were here in August has already been taken care of, but now they're rebuilding a road, so that's what you're going to see. When's this going to open up? They're looking at the end of April of this year, so it's finally getting there. It's taken a long time.
They're taking us into Death Valley, and look at this first vista we have come upon as we come around.
Hey guys, how you doing? Today we will be playing Natural Selection 2. This is a new series.
What this must have been like.
And yes,
with all of this water
I am using rods.
rushing through here, coming down here out
And
of the
hold on, I
mountains.
want to get just a couple more.
Must have been a torrent of water to wash out this whole area. Look at this.
Oh, a couple I
This
forgot
was
to
all
get.
washed out.
That one. Bobby. Babby.
This is a major
Laser
rebuilding effort.
mines.
Look over here to the left. There's the road over there.
Yeah.
All of this is having to be rebuilt. There is not one piece of asphalt left down here where the road used to be. This is absolutely amazing. I know we might be spending too much time talking about this, but when you're driving through it, you are just
That would be
overwhelmed
scary.
at what must have happened right here back in August of 2004. Look, you can see
So you
over here on
guys,
the
this
left
video is
where
only
the
going to be
water
about
just
15
cut
minutes
right
long since
through this
I
whole
just
area.
found out
Look at
that
this.
thing, my
Okay, there's the
recorder
Furnace
program
Creek
is
Inn,
only
and
15,
Terry, I
only
gotta
allows
tell
15
you,
minutes of
driving through
stuff,
all
so
that
yeah,
destruction,
sorry about that.
where did all that water go? That must have been a huge river of water.
It was really hard to tell because it all happened at night, but it had to have been massive.
I'm gonna get the
And
movie
one thing
this
that a lot of
morning
folks don't
tab
realize is that this wash,
and find it.
this is where it ends. So once it
Unless
reached
it's
this area, it's wide open.
set.
And so
Right down here.
literally the water just flushed its way across the fan and dumped all its debris, which included everything from rocks, dirt, automobiles, pieces of pipe that it ripped out of our water and sewer systems.
Yeah,
That is amazing. And it just something. Is that why there's so much water at Badwater? Is that where that water came from?
Believe it or not, it's not.
This
This
is
water
my
just soaks
favorite
right into this alluvial fan and never reaches
You know,
probably bad water at all. The water you're going to see later on with the bad water is mostly the rains that came in December, January, February.
Okay, we are leaving you here, Terry. Thanks for getting us, at least getting us here. Now we're going to head down. How far to Badwater? I can see the edge of it right there.
You're going to be coming to the intersection here shortly, and then you're just going to take a left. You're going to go 17 miles, and you can't miss Badwater. It's a gorgeous little spot right now with, of course, all that water out there. Don't be surprised if you see some sunbathers on the beach.
You're a kid.
That's possible.
Anything's possible in Death Valley.
That's right.
Thanks a lot.
Oh, you're welcome.
Okay, we are now sharing the road with some cyclists. We are on the way to Badwater. We have pulled off to the side of the road on our way to Badwater because we spotted you over here
I will
doing
go
some
guys
artwork. Your name is
John Klippenstein,
from
Santa Barbara, California.
right. Now, what brings you out here? The wildflowers, springtime. What is it?
Yeah, about wildflowers especially because it only happens once in a while. I guess this is a 100-year bloom.
Yeah.
And I come out here once in a while, but I wanted to paint it.
Because what you've shown here with these colors are the colors you see when you look out there. There's just kind of a bed of yellow out there.
Yeah, usually it's pretty much earth colors, but this time, you get the yellows and the
I'm just gonna
greens.
get the ones with the lowest
How long have you
pain,
been out
like rookies.
Third day.
Really?
Yeah.
Kind of hard to leave
Making
it.
rookies.
Yeah,
making
it
money.
sure is. It sure is.
Back on the road again. Now we are seeing for the first time a sea of yellow wildflowers. Look at this.
I don't know
I
how long
hope
this
the
video is
camera
being,
can pick it up. But
2
as
minutes,
far as you
maybe
can see,
5,
both sides of the
6.
road, we're
So
talking
sorry if I get cut off in the middle of a
lots
conversation. Like I
of
said,
wildflowers, yellow wildflowers, right here by Badwater.
sorry if I get
This
cut off
is
in the middle of a
absolutely
conversation.
spectacular.
So,
And
because the
highly
only
unusual.
15-minute mark.
Okay, we are finally here. We have reached Badwater and we're hooking up with Ranger Charlie Callaghan.
Or I'm right now.
You are
It's so
the
slow.
park naturalist.
I am one of several park naturalists.
And we have been hearing about this lake, Badwater Lake, for a long time, and we're finally standing here looking at it.
Well, you're actually looking at Lake Manly. Badwater is just behind us here. Badwater is a permanent pool of water. But Lake Manly, the ancient lake that disappeared 10,000 years ago, only reconstitutes 2 or 3 times a decade. And this is the deepest I've ever seen it. Look, at as far as the eye can go, we are seeing the bottom of Badwater Basin full of water.
And you said 2 or 3 times a decade.
Yeah,
2 or
my
3
time
times a
is
decade, we get
fast.
water here, but not this deep. I mean, this is a record amount of rain this year, therefore a record amount of water in the bottom of Death Valley.
So you have never seen this before here at
So,
Death Valley.
7.
In my 15 years, I've never seen this much water here. No way.
Caused this? Were these the rains in January and February?
It's rains in November, December, January, and February.
Don't
Because the
pay
Aquilosa
attention.
River has been flowing in the southern end almost permanently through that time, and we're the bottom of the basin, and the water has nowhere else to go, and it begins to
Yes,
fill up that valley. It must be 2 or 3 feet deep out there.
Now, it's late March now. We're a little bit late getting here. Was this lake much bigger before we got here?
Just a little bit bigger. It's starting to evaporate. You know, by June or July, it will be gone. We will see nothing but salt out there by the middle of the summer. It's going to be totally gone. Definitely, definitely.
So this has got to be a huge
Yeah, look,
surprise
I remember
for people
that.
when they turn the bend and look at it and see this huge lake in the middle of Death Valley.
It's a shock. Most people have never seen that. They're expecting the salt flats. They're not expecting what is temporarily one of the larger lakes in the state of California.
So I'm sure that you're doing all of the measurements, you're doing all of the photography. You are making sure that this is well documented for future generations to see.
Ourselves, we got a chance to get out and cruise. In 15 years, I've never been on the water.
Or don't listen at all.
It's a treat, and it's going to be fun going out
I'll let
today.
you guys.
In Death Valley.
Oh, it does. We had folks here a month ago talking to our maintenance folks, and they got on the radio and said, "You've got some guys that want a canoe out here. Is that okay? Okay?" And we're like, "Yeah, as long as they don't have a water that's out there. So if they've got oars, they can do it."
Oh, they're taking us.
More than I ever would have realized. We've got people actually calling up on the phone and saying, "Here, you can kayak on Death Valley. We're coming out
Are
to
you
do it."
kidding me?
This is an unusual thing. So while they're looking at wildflowers, they're also taking opportunities to kayak on the lake.
All right, that's what we want to start off the morning doing. There's the kayaks right out there. We're just going to cut across here, go down there, and go out on, in the name of the lake,
Lake Manly.
Lake Manly. I've had a lot of people call it Badwater Lake, though.
Well, they may, but we'll correct them. We'll get them on to Lake Manly. You know, if we would have been here 10,000 years ago, there would have been water 600 feet deep. That water has disappeared a long time ago. The Death Valley used to be wetter. So things change here. It may be the hottest, driest now, but it's not always been that way.
No, there would have been a lake 600 feet deep right here.
We'd be underwater. Right here, there was a lake 600 feet deep between 10 and 150,000 years ago.
And now, obviously, it is technically a
Are you
dry
kidding me?
lake.
It's a dry
All
lake
the modern ones have
99%
no
of the
one in
time.
them.
Less than 1% of the time do we ever see water.
We are at the edge of Lake
Never
Manly.
seen that.
Charlie, these views here,
Seriously.
you're not used to seeing reflections like this out here, are you?
No way, it's so expansive. The water extends so far, and to see the reflection of Telescope Peak, the highest point in Death Valley,
I mean, think of it, 11,300 feet above us there. Where can you even get that in this country?
That's Telescope Peak over there.
I don't know, the highest point in
And
that.
get,
And the
even though I get
lowest
killed in
point in the
the
continental United States is somewhere out there underwater.
Somewhere underwater, I mean, minus 282. Lowest point in the
Wow.
U.S., lowest point in the Western Hemisphere.
All right, I'm
I didn't know that.
What's that? I want
The lowest point
What is this going to feel like walking out in it?
in the United States in the world is Death Valley.
It's saturated with salt. We haven't exactly measured it, but it's about as salty as you can get.
So this is saltier than the Great Salt Lake.
Oh, definitely. I mean, if it wasn't so shallow, people would be out here floating in it.
Wow. Well, it feels just like water, though.
Wait till you get out and see the salt on you.
And it's not cold, it's not warm, it's just kind of water.
Yeah, dip your finger in it and taste it. Just dip your finger a little bit. Taste it.
That is salty water. Whoa!
Much more than you'd have a case of the runs, but
Wow, that is really salty water. Have you had people out here trying to float in this stuff?
2 or 3. We've had them out here just to see if they can do it.
You've probably had all kinds of
Bro,
people out
be
here
a
trying
Marine.
to do all kinds of things, taking advantage of this situation, haven't you?
2 weeks ago, we had a guy down here with a kiteboard, and he was zipping across the lake with the wind blowing. He said he came here because he wanted to be the first one ever to kiteboard Death Valley, and as far as I know, he was.
How did people find out about this?
Taco,
Was it just-
be
was it
a
in the
It was
Marine.
in the news.
Seriously,
I mean, even yesterday, they had it on the Weather Channel, and somebody was calling me on the phone. Hey, I saw a picture of kayaks in Death Valley. Can we do that? And I said, hey, the water's still here. You can do it if you want to. It's a golden opportunity. How often do you see it on the bottom of Death Valley?
All right, we've got our kayaks
Ew.
right here. I don't know where I should leave my shoes here. I'm gonna keep mine on. Because I had heard that
Game hasn't even
this
started.
gets on your clothes and just keep right
It's crazy.
It's so salty.
So yeah, I
It's too
have
salty, and it's going to end
No,
up.
it's not.
Yeah, we're fine again. Pressure,
Right.
or pressure top of flying over like
Kingston,
time
that's
to
all.
get over there.
Somebody called a while ago to find a manager.
Hey, potato.
I know.
Yeah, it's a potato.
Right number and statistics and measure.
I'm here.
David Mason, are you AFK?
Hello?
Nobody really
Is it
measured
Tyler?
how many gallons of
Yeah.
salt, but,
Is Tyler there?
Oh, yeah.
suffice to say, there's a lot
Tyler
out
there?
here.
And this
This is Tyler.
Do you want to hit them?
Hi, Tyler. And
It's always, well,
I was
always is
thinking
a
about where it's gonna
awful
be
lot.
at night.
It's been building
Tomorrow.
up through the millennia, through the
Start
hundreds of
from my phone.
thousands, if not millions of years. Because we're in the bottom of the
Right,
ocean,
well,
so geologically, the water
Come in, they're gonna
has
shoot
no
me
control
immediately
where it is up
if you
here.
go to
I'm sorry if I don't remember your voice, but who is
We
this?
got one headed
Again?
6.1.
If that water
Hold on, I have to go.
He's headed down
Okay.
to south.
Bye.
The water eroding out of the mountain.
Wow.
Perfect pressure control, guys.
Awkward.
Excellent pressure. Excellent Joe the top.
She knows me, but I forgot her voice. I'm like,
Well, how'd she get your number?
3 res.
I don't-
Shift going down in
I gave it to some girl a long time ago, and I guess she's just calling out. I don't know who it is.
Why didn't she talk? She hung up.
There's around 2
She
or
said
3
she had to go.
Yeah, guys, we can still
Bye.
Okay, we can vote now. Come on. Okay, I'll have the big suit. Nice to.
Oh my God. That stupid woman.
She's floating. Give us a wave.
Okay, 3
Out
RTs
there
are
in
up.
salt water.
I'm gonna go back and make sure they don't have
And her finger.
taco.
Let me top up for a second. Eggs coming down to Carter, guys.
What'd you say? 15 years in Death Valley, and she's the first one I've seen floating out here. That's
Come on, man.
amazing. You know, not that anybody couldn't do it, but I want to.
Ah, nice.
Salt isn't going to be great for the swimsuit.
2 ticks, RT. Nano coming up. 1 second. You can go wherever you want.
And there's another guy.
Okay.
out there.
Okay. Nano's cool.
Her again.
Alright, yeah, just wait on rest.
He is out. How far do you think he's
Megan?
going?
Oh, I didn't recognize your voice there on the phone. So you're saying about something hanging out?
Yeah, there's at least one in each section.
When?
I hear movement coming down toward